Hello, everyone. It's 2 o'clock, and that's 2 o'clock in the Eastern time zone here. And I want to thank everybody for joining us on time. We'll just give everyone else a moment or two to get through all the clicks, get set up so that they can hear the webinar and see the screen. I see people streaming in as I'm chatting, so we'll hang on for just a few more moments. In the meantime, thank you, everyone who made it here on time. I appreciate it. Quite a few new people are just coming in, but it is after 2 o'clock, and I say we better get this started. And I'll do that by officially saying, hello, everyone, and welcome to our webinar today. And the webinar is on how to apply growth strategies from the 2017 Summit using Wild Apricot's software. And this webinar is for customers who want to make better use of Wild Apricot, as well as anyone else who just wants to see what's possible using Wild Apricot. And this afternoon, there you go, Terry Eibel, our resident nonprofit tech expert, and Rano, one of our coaches and product experts. Both of them are here to show you how to use Wild Apricot software so you can apply, as I said, some of the strategies that you learned during the summit. And just in case you're curious about whose voice you're hearing right now, that's me on your screen. My name is Donald Cowper, and I'm on the Wild Apricot content team. And if you need any technical help during the webinar, just use the chat box, and one of us here who's not busy talking will help you out. And before I bring on Terry and Rano, I want to let you know that we recorded all the webinars from the summit, and if you want to watch some of the ones that you missed or rewatch some of the ones that you did see, you can find them in your swag bag, and I'll have Rano here include the link to the swag bag there in the chat so you have that handy. Also, I want to let you know that we're recording this webinar as well, and I'll send that out in the next day or two, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so now let me bring on Terry and Rano. And Terry is our resident tech expert. And as some of you know, he presented our final webinar in the summit on the tech tools that attract lots and lots of new members. And Rano there on the right of your screen. And you may remember me telling you when you saw that picture of Rano during the summit that is a snake around his neck. Fortunately, he did not bring that snake in with him today. Thank you very much, Rano, for not doing that. And anyway, Rano is our resident product expert. He's one of the coaches here at Wild Apricot. And together, Terry and Rano are here to give you some really practical things that you can easily do on our software to apply those strategies, because it's one thing to learn strategies like the types of strategies we learned in the summit from our experts, but if you can't really apply them, you're no further ahead. So this is what this webinar is about, to get you further ahead, get you applying those strategies, get them to work for you. So without further ado, Terry, I'm going to pass the mic over to you. Welcome, Terry. Thanks so much. Here you go.
Thank you, Donald, and hello and welcome, everybody. As Donald said, my name is Terry, and I just want to give you a quick recap from the summit. So on day one, we had Amanda Kaiser, who went over engaging younger members. On day two, we had Rebecca Peterson with digital education tools. Day three, we had Jeff Hurt on how to grow with events. Day four had David Mundy with navigating nonprofit marketing. And day five was yours truly with how to use tech tools that can attract lots and lots of new members. So that was a quick overview. During this webinar, I will be going over some of the top strategies from each day of the summit, and Rano will be showing you how to execute them in Wild Apricot. And he'll actually take you inside the software and show you the exact steps you need to take. And as Donald mentioned, we are recording this, so you can always go back and rewatch them. So feel free to just sit back and simply watch what's going on. And for everybody who's new to Wild Apricot, because I know there are some here, you can always start a free trial and set up everything we're going to show you on your own. So Donald, can you send the link to the free trial, please? And let's jump right in. Okay, so On day one of the summit, engagement expert Amanda Kaiser, who you can see right here, shared what she learned after interviewing more than 300 association members. And one of those insights was that associations that are graying, meaning their member base is getting older and fewer younger members are joining, are relying on the same programs they've been doing for years and years and years and years. So the problem with this is that younger people who may be inclined to join organizations are actually looking for different things. So Amanda developed a simple formula that works really well for any organization to start building programs and value younger members actually want. And that formula is, it's really simple. It's to ask and listen. And Amanda recommended a few ways to do this. She recommended surveying your members, phoning them, and observing younger members you do have or want to attract. And she also provided 3 insightful questions to ask these new members to uncover their needs. And here they are. The first one is, what is your biggest challenge? The second one is, what worries you most as you look 5 years into the future? And the third one is, if we made you head of our organization, what would you focus on first? And one way I've seen some organizations apply Amanda's advice very effectively in Wild Apricot is to ask discover type questions like those that I just showed you right on their new member application form. So here I have a sample member application form up, and I've just put those 3 questions in as fields with open text. And now when the new member applies, they have to fill out these questions and I will receive that data. And the way to qualify which of your new members are younger members is simply to include an age grouping selection like this that I've highlighted here. So under 30, 30 to 50, and 50 plus. And once you set this all up, this is a living, breathing form that will tell you exactly how your new members want your organization to evolve. And, depending on how many new members you get every month, it might make sense to review this once a quarter or 6 months or every year. And for example, I know a photography club that gets about 5 to 10 members a month, and they recently launched a new program that was actually inspired by reviewing their membership form survey answers from the last 6 months. So now I'm just going to pass this off to Rano to show you how to set this up in Wild Apricot. So Rano, take it away.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Donald. I'm glad to be here today. It's always so much fun doing these webinars. And as Terry mentioned earlier, I'm just going to be showing you guys how to set up your membership application form with some custom questions where you can ask your applicants questions and then further use that information later on to sort through your membership database using advanced searches and then exporting that information for your various needs. So you'll see here in the test site, I have set up this membership application form with the standard first name, last name, email address and stuff. And then you'll see there's some custom questions here with some open text fields where people can put in their answers. And then a multiple choice question here with some age ranges. So this is what it looks like to your visitors and new applicants. And now I'm going to quickly jump into the back end and show you guys how to set up these custom fields that will show up automatically into the front end when you just refresh. This is the dashboard, and from here you can simply click on members and then membership fields, and over here you'll see all the current fields that have been set up that you just saw in the front end, and you are able to click and edit these fields as you please, or you are able to add new fields as required. So you can see if you click on here, you'll be able to change any of the information here. You can change the field label, you can change the options available to the people, and if you like, you're able to click on add new field and create a new field. Once a new applicant has given you this information, it goes into your database, and now I'm going to show you how to pull that information up in a useful way and then export them. I'm going to go to contacts, and then I'm going to click on advanced search. Now to create a report, all you have to do is add criteria, select the question for the age range, and click on OK. Once you have this criteria selected, you can pick the group of people that you need the information for, and then click on search. Now what you end up with is a list of people in that age range, and now you can select the fields you need in that report. I have pre-selected the 3 questions that you've asked in your application form. And once you have that ready, you can click on export, and the system automatically generates an Excel file that gives you a report of the group of people you have selected and the answers they have given to your questions. I've already exported that list before, and this is what that looks like. This is a great way to find out what your new members want. And now back to you, Terry.
Okay, so thank you, Reno. And let's go to day 2 of the summit, where nonprofit education expert Rebecca Peterson shared how members these days want the organizations they join to offer online educational resources, and they want those resources available on demand, meaning they want to be able to educate themselves on their own time. One of the challenges we've seen membership organizations have is how to restrict access to their content online. And this is one of the core functionalities of Wild Apricot. Wild Apricot can help you provide a space online where you can host any of your educational materials and choose which type of members get access to which types of content. So again, Rano is going to show you how to set this up. So take it away, Rano.
Thank you, Terry. So as you guys can see, we're currently on the dashboard. Now I'm going to show you a couple of easy ways to restrict access to your content. To do this, I'm going to head over to website and site pages. Over here, I've already set up a member area. The first page is the parent page, and underneath there are 3 child pages. The little yellow lock next to the page title shows that it is a restricted access page. To change the access level of a page, simply click on the page, click on Edit, scroll down to where it says Access Level, and now you're able to choose the access level of this page. You can make it public, admin only, or restricted. Under restricted access, you can either restrict access by membership level or by member groups. For this example, the tutorials page is restricted to all levels of members. For this example, I have simply put a video on this page, and only people who have access to this page have access to this video. You're able to put all sorts of content on here, whether it be white papers, PDF files, or any online tutorial you like, and then make sure these pages have restricted access. Many of our users also upload their own content to which they can restrict access to. To do this, we'll go to the file manager, and here you're able to upload your files onto the file manager. Once you have the desired folder or files on here, you're able to then right-click on the folder or the file and click on Access Level. Once in this screen, you're able to choose the access level of the folder or the file and then click on Save. The same can be done within the folder for a specific file. Now only members of your organization will have access to these folders and files. These are 2 easy and simple ways of restricting access to your organization's content. Back to you, Terry.
Thank you again, Rano, and let's move on to day 3 of the summit, where event design expert Jeff Hurt shared some various strategies on how to use your events and conferences to grow your organization. And one of his key points was not to try to be everything to everybody, but to create an event experience designed for a specific target of individuals. And from our experience, we've actually seen a lot of organizations advertise all of their events to their whole member base. And unfortunately, you've got students and families and professionals like I've shown here and all other types of members, and not every event is going to be applicable to everyone. And what inevitably happens is that people just start ignoring their event invites, and then it becomes harder and harder to get people out to your events, and then those people just stop seeing the value of a membership. And well, that's really bad. But the organizations we've seen actually have the most success with events create events targeted for specific groups and only advertise those events to those specific groups. So now Rano is going to show you how to select a targeted audience in your database and advertise an event specifically for them. And here's just another lovely picture of Rano jumping into our software. So Rano, take it away again.
Thank you, Terry. To figure out your target audience, from the dashboard, you can head over to Members and then Summary. From this page, we can figure out that there's a few more student members on our example site than other memberships. So for this example, we're going to use a student event. I'm going to head over to Events and then to Event List. When on this page, we're going to click on the first event, which is an example event, and I have made this into a student access only event. To make sure that this event is tagged as a student event, click on Edit and then fill in the appropriate tag. You're also able to create student access only registration types. Over here, you can decide whether a specific type of registration is limited to a specific type of membership level. After you've made sure that your event is properly tagged, click on Save. Now I'm going to switch my windows to show you what it looks like on the public end of your website. On the public end of your website, if you click on the parent page of events, you'll see all events are shown. You can choose whether or not you want to show this master page. However, if you go to student events, you will see that only 2 events are available. These are the 2 events that have been tagged with the student tag. Many of our users also use multi-session events to hold events on the same day for their various membership levels. I'm going to switch my window again and show you where to do this. Click on the back button to go back to the list of events. And for this example, we're going to use the fall conference event. Once here, if you click on Edit, you're able to click on Add Sessions and add multiple sessions onto the same event. Many organizations have a welcome event in the beginning and then following sessions throughout the day for different types of membership levels. Once you have added a session, click on Save and make sure to save the event. With these features and tips, now you're able to host an event which can go as smoothly as possible for both you and your membership.
Thank you again, Rano. I'm going to be thanking you a lot in this webinar. And so let's move on to day 4. On day 4 of the summit, nonprofit marketing expert David Mundy from GuideStar showed how leading nonprofits these days are using digital marketing strategies to grow. And one of his key takeaways was to create a path for someone to find you online and then become a member. And one of the most effective ways to do this is to create a page on your website where you're offering something of value to a potential member in exchange for an email address. And people that come into your organization this way, they aren't coming in as members, but these are people you can now begin to market your organization to because you have their email address. So, if you're a tennis club, like I've shown here, you could offer a free video on how to improve your forehand. Or if you're a writing club, you could offer a guide on how to find an agent. Or maybe you're a massage therapy association and you could offer an infographic on how to run your business more effectively. Whatever your organization is, the point is, think of something you could offer of value that a potential member would trade their email address for. So after that, all you have to do is drive as much traffic to that page as possible. And in David's presentation, he gave lots of ideas on how to do this, like promoting your organization on social media or using Google Ads or whatnot. And once you have an email and you give them their resource, now you have someone you can promote your membership to. Once again, Rano is going to show you how to do this and set up that page in Wild Apricot.
Thanks, Terry. You're able to create a resource
whether it be a course, a webinar, white paper, and give it away in exchange for your visitor's email address. This is called having gated content. In Wild Apricot, you're able to create a landing page with a form in it where visitors can fill this information in, and then you can automatically send this gated content to them. To do this, from the dashboard, click on Website and then Site Pages. For this example, we're going to use the page titled Landing Page. Click on the selected page and then click on Edit. Click on Gadgets and then scroll down to find the subscription form gadget. Simply drag the gadget onto the page where you would like to place it. And then go ahead and click Save. And right away, you have created a page where visitors can come in, put their information in, and that information goes straight to your database, and the system automatically fires off an email with the gated content that you have chosen to give away. It is also easy to edit that automatic email that goes out after somebody fills in this form. To edit this email, go to Settings and then click on Contacts. Here you will find the option to edit the subscription form email. You can click on Edit, and here you can choose the appropriate template that you would like to use for this email. You can use any of the pre-created templates from the email module. You can add in your organization's logo if you like. You can attach a file, or you can drop in a link. And just like it shows in this example, you're also able to use the macros to personalize this email. Once you're happy with this template, so simply click on Save, and now you would have edited the subscription form email. You're able to use the advanced search feature to filter out all the people who have filled out this form for you. To do this, go to Contacts and click on Advanced Search. Over here, you can add a criteria and pick subscription source. Pick the source that you want to sort by and run the search. You can then save the search for later use. If you want to schedule out an email maybe a week from now or a month from now to this list, you can simply go to the email module and then click on Emails. Compose an email and then go to Recipients. Over here, you're able to click on Contact List and choose your saved search. Now, the next time a visitor fills out the subscription form, you don't have to worry about maintaining a proper recipient list for all your scheduled emails. Whenever somebody fills out this form, they're automatically going to be part of this email. You're able to then click on Review and Send and schedule this email for a future time. That's how simple and easy it is to create a subscription form and send out gated content. You're also able to market to this group of people who have filled out your subscription form. Back again to you, Terry.
Thank you again, Rano. And now we're on the 5th day of the summit. And on day 5, yours truly showed you all sorts of cool tech tools that can help you engage and attract new members. And what I specifically didn't show you was stuff you can do in Wild Apricot to do that. So here's my chance now. And obviously we've covered off a number of things already, but now Rano is going to show you how to do 3 really cool things in Wild Apricot that can help you attract more new members. And the first thing Rano is going to show you is how to make it easier for people to find you in Google searches. Because there's some really quick things you can do in Wild Apricot to help Google find your website a little better. And if Google finds your website a little bit better, you're going to show up in more searches, which means you get more traffic to your website. So here's how it works. For example, if someone wants to start sailing in a neighborhood they just moved into, they may end up searching sailing clubs in Cityville. Cityville is just a city I made up. So when Google's looking for what to include in its search results, which you can see here, it literally reads every single web page on the internet there is and tries to figure out what website should come up at the top of that search. So to make sure your club comes up first, if you are a sailing club in Cityville, simply all you have to do is include the right types of wording on your web pages so that when Google reads them, it knows you're a sailing club in Cityville. So Rano is going to show you how to do this. So take it away, Rano.
Thanks again, Terry. There's 2 quick ways of setting the description and keywords for the pages of your website. One way is to set it globally for all your pages, and one way is to go to individual pages and put in the description and keywords for those pages, if it's important. So from the dashboard, you can click on website and then on site pages. Then click on the page that you would like to edit and click on edit. If you scroll down here, you'll come to a part where it says description and keywords. You can put in the required information here and then click on save. And now this page will be optimized for Google to be able to read the information that you have provided and then show up in search results as people are looking for you. You're also able to go to settings and then to site. Here, if you click on meta tags, you're able to set the keywords and the description for all the pages of your website all at once. On to the next one, Terry.
Thank you very much, Rano. And the next thing is that many people find organizations to join online because somebody shared something with them that led back to that organization's website. For example, a new mother may come across a post on 10 things to look for in a daycare on Facebook, and that post may have come from a membership organization, a support group for new mothers. And the point here is that somebody shared this article and it led to a new member joining that organization online. So what you want to do is make it easy for people to share the content on your website with links back to your organization, because you may end up getting a new member with little effort at all. So Rano is going to show you how to do this on your website in about 5 seconds. So Rano, go for it.
Oh, Terry, that's almost too much time. So let's go to the website again and site pages. I'm going to quickly show you how to drop in a Facebook comment gadget and a like and share gadget in your news feed or your blog posts, so it is easy and simple for your members to share in such a way that people are led directly back to your website. So let's click on news. This is where, in the example site, where your blog gadget is. And if you click on any one of the posts, now you're in the system page where the actual article shows up. If you edit this page, you are now able to drop in any gadget you like into that page. So let's click on gadgets and let's scroll down a little bit to the Facebook comments gadget. If you drag this gadget straight underneath the post itself, it'll show up right underneath the post. And then let's drag the sharing buttons on top of the post itself. Now let's go ahead and click on save. Once we have done this, we will quickly go to the public site and look at what it looks like. Over here, if you click on news and then select the article I want to read, now you'll see on top there's the like buttons, and right underneath there's a Facebook comment button. When somebody comments here, they're also able to post it onto their Facebook profile all in one go. This makes it easy for your members to share the content that you want them to share and have them lead their friends and family straight back to your website. There you go, Terry. Way less than 5 seconds.
Thank you, Rano. That was a little more than 5 seconds. And the last thing I want to show everybody is a very simple thing that I've seen can have a dramatic effect on retaining members, and that is something called a win-back email. And the idea here is simply to find a member who's lapsed in your system and entice them back to your organization with some sort of attractive offer that you email them. So Rano, take it away one last time.
Here we go, Terry. So we know that special offers and discount coupons are some of the most effective ways of winning back lapsed members. There's a very easy way of doing this in Wild Apricot. So firstly, you need to know how many of your members have lapsed or what the general health of your membership looks like. To do this, yet again, we're going to go to our member summary page. Let's click on members and then on summary. Over here, you're able to get a quick snapshot of the health of your membership. You'll have total members, active members, renewal overdue, lapsed, etc. If you're trying to win back lapsed members, you can simply click on discounts under members and create a new discount coupon. To do this, click on Add Coupon. Let's name the coupon Winback. Then you're able to either generate the code or you are able to put in your own code. You can choose the discount percentage or a specific amount that you'd like to offer. You can pick whether this discount coupon is applicable to new members or renewing members or members changing levels. You're then able to limit the number of uses for this discount. Let's go ahead and save this coupon. Once you have created this coupon, now you're able to share this coupon code either via email or on social media or any other way you communicate with your members. Using these tips and tricks, if you can win one or two new members or win back one or two old members or show the value to your existing members and retain these members, it's well worth the time and effort required for your organization. If you're not an existing user of Wild Apricot, please feel free to open a trial and get in touch with us, and we'll have a one-on-one conversation with you about exactly how you can use Wild Apricot and these features and tips to grow your organization. Thank you again, Terry and Donald. It's been a lot of fun.